what we're about to start?
That's a Gooshi question. So right now, well, sorry, we had Kaori over there asking if we were ready to go. So we've already had one wave of pools done.
Okay.
The way I see things, it's been pretty standard. I actually competed today for the first time.
Oh,
all
really?
year. Yep. Where I had to play dice into Ember, so that's a. Whoo, that was brutal.
Yeah, I don't know. Who was the second person you said?
Ember, a Northern Michigan player, played me sword fighter, but it's like a me sword fighter Steam player.
Dude, nothing is scarier than a Northern Michigan player.
Oh my!
That's like the scare. There's people once a year you venture up to like the top of Michigan or even the UP and just get obliterated by people you never heard of.
Oh yeah, like
there's
Easy's
a bunch
up
of
there.
people up there doing amazing. I keep hearing about them.
Oh, they had a wonderful event where I ran it called North Strongest.
Yeah, isn't that's where JJ went and lost to a different Kirby?
No, JJ. I think JJ went up there and won it because I know Grand Finals was JJ versus Copel in a Randubs. They got a reset and I lost. About turned into Joker. But
okay, do you know either of these guys?
Yes, we got Kaori on the left.
One.
Kaori is also one of the big three doing podcasts with the likes of Finesse and Gary. Very, very solid player. We see the Joker. Rocking the 26 Rising tag, so welcome. And then Simplistix is actually a new one for me. Unsure of where they're coming from, but they're already struggling against that down gun from Joker.
Yeah, it's normally if you have a recognizable player in round one pools, like it's the very, very first set of the tournament, the good players are going to be matched up against the unknown players.
Yeah, and this is where big upsets happen.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's what's fun about commentating pools, because this would be someone who's not, like their seed is low, but not because of any, they're just like an unknown element, so you don't know where to put them. You got to start from the bottom and see what they can do. Sometimes they pop off, and that's how you get the huge new players.
Exactly, that's where like some of the top players in the game today, the top Michigan players now, like Dice and Anthony, that's where they all started out.
All people that had never even done anything before I left, which doesn't even seem like that long ago. And by the time I came back, they're the top like 2 players of the whole state.
Oh, it's
crazy.
Like Zenoto's been an honorable mention for so long, and
it's
this weird sort of new guard that is only getting better with college recruitment from the likes of JJ, Rydra's here,
SGP,
SGP as well. And all these like high-level players that are choosing to come to Michigan to not only go to school but also play Smash Bros.
Yeah, but insane. Yeah, if anybody who's not from Michigan is listening, there's like really good collegiate Smash in Michigan. Michigan State and Northwood are like 2 of the top 4 teams in the country.
Literally, I would put Michigan collegiate level Smash over any other state. Like, every time you see there's like the Midwest Smash Invitational or something like that where they have collegiate crew battles, the 1 and 2 is always either Michigan State or Northwood. There's always one of those two in the top 3.
Yeah, they're both really, really solid teams.
And right now we're seeing from Simplistix a little bit of Piranha Plant play, which is we haven't seen since the likes of Astro Beat, or if the MSU players know Ninja Dog, another one.
Considering that he lost his first stock without doing any damage, that second stock was relatively even. They were at 0-0 with 3 stocks and 2, and then they both ended up over 100 before another stock was taken. Simplistic did lose his second stock before he was able to take this one, but that's because our boy Arsene showed up.
Yeah, Arsene, he's out here, and as a longtime friend would say, Arsene, get me a beer.
yeah, friend of the show Arsene showed up and just, it basically becomes a 2v1.
It's funny to me seeing a Piranha Plant up here that's not Astro Beat, because for the longest time, Astro Beat and Ninja Dog were the 2 Piranha Plants in the state of Michigan. I know, I can't believe I contested that and still won, but it's going to be the drag down up air, up smash.
The drag down up air didn't drag him down because of the armor, so it's just the hold him in place up air, up smash.
Just keep him, levitate him right there as I just...
Oh man, that was funny.
So another thing, early on, because we are unfortunately low on setups today, the first 2 rounds of pools are best of 3, and then to make it out of pools in both winner and losers, that's a best of 5.
Well, that goes to show how good of a TO KJ's is. Unfortunately, we have to settle for 2 pools rounds of best of 3 before we get into the best of 5, because KJ's, he like normally runs just straight best of 5 through the whole thing and still finishes perfectly on, like he has an incredibly good at following his schedule, despite the fact that he always does best of 5. And 2 rounds of best of 3 before you best of 5 is still way, way, way less than most TOs.
Oh yeah.
Most TOs keep up best of 3 all the way up to top 8 or at least like top 16.
Oh my God! And those are the ones like They want to get in, get out.
Ice
kind of things.
climbers.
But yeah, this is an
The
interesting
Piranha
thing.
play ice climbers. That's an incredible combination.
That is I'll be honest, that's a bit of a Wi-Fi combination.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
never seen one, so-
that's insane. Those are two of the least common characters that you ever will see online or offline, really.
Yeah, just trying to think of any.
Oh,
Squallhammer
wow.
got a bit too into it there. Just
Yeah.
kind of plumbing off the side. You need both of them.
He's like a couple inches off the ground, too.
Yeah, it was
Barely missed.
trying for that. You might just grab ledge, but Nana's just gonna be no. We're just gonna go wee.
Man, that move, is that Squall Hammer,
Yep.
the spin? I've only been playing Smash for 30 years. I don't know what the names of these moves are. That move is insanely good in this game. Like, the game's almost 5 years old at this point, so I don't need to go on about how surprising it is that moves are good. But 20 years of that move being absolutely useless still makes me feel surprised that they like spam it in this game, and it's so good. It's like safe, and it leads to every combo.
Oh, and online at some points it was unpunishable just
Yeah.
because of like internet Wi-Fi. But
Even-
another move in that same vein. Sorry to cut you off. Is like we have Brawl set up here today. We're running
Yeah.
Brawl brackets thanks to Chia. Go and play Rob in that game and do Rotor Arm.
I know.
Rotor Arm in Brawl compared to Rotor Arm in Ultimate, it's two completely different. They made it a usable move.
Yeah, I feel like with Ultimate, there was a lot of moves that they're like, okay, these moves have always been bad, so we're going to super soup them up to be good. It's Ice Breath also is really good in this.
Oh, yeah.
So is PK Freeze has become really good. Luigi's dash attack has always been garbage. It's now really good.
Oh my gosh, Luigi's
There's
Dash
like-
Attack's always and Game & Watch is a character this time.
Yeah, specifically his up B is like insanely good now. It's never been any good. So they did that. They just took a list of moves that they can't. They've been bad for too long and upgrade. Even like Ganondorf's up B.
Oh yeah.
He's like insanely strong now.
And-
I say now, like I said, it's been 5 years, but to me, this game's brand new still.
Oh,
it feels
and
new.
Depending on it really helps like when you look at the game that way. Because
Yeah.
I still go into the mindset of every time you turn on this game, you learn something new. Whether it be a
That's a
move
good-
interaction, something like clanks in a weird way. It's like, oh, the game works like that. So there's really you always learn something new
Yeah.
whenever you play Smash Ultimate.
Sometimes people will complain like we've almost reached the point that there's too many matchups, but I think because there's so many matchups, like a Joker's common, but with Ice Climbers, it's so rare that because some matchups still feel so new, the game itself, like when Smash 4 got to the end of its life and it was about 4.5 years old, by that time I was ready to move on. It seemed played out. Like
Bayonetta's,
I had
Clouds,
seen every matchup so
Mewtwo's.
many times, and in this one, there's so many new matchups I've only like watched. I can count the amount of times I watched Joker versus Ice Climbers